Alright, this is a video on an '04 Impala, Chevy Impala. We're changing the radio. We bought a relocation kit that you have to relocate the radio. And on the bottom of this, there's a box right there that says pretty much 2000 and up Cavalier Impalas that are utilizing the RDS system have another plug that's behind the glove box. And supposedly it is orange, yellow, black, and purple. It said this plug should be used to tie into. However, we have spent quite some time and we cannot find the plug. So after messing around, we decided to start testing some wires, and we tapped into the four-way over here that turns on with the key and off. So we took the pink and tapped into that, and we're running that back over behind our radio. That's this black wire, and we're gonna hook that up to the red on the aftermarket harness that came with the radio. And the reason is, if you hook this red one with that red one, every time you hit the lock and unlock button, the radio comes on, and we don't want that. So to get away from that, like I say, we relocated the radio in the trunk. We elected to use a test light and find a wire that's easy accessible, and we decided to go up here. It's hard finding any good information. There's a couple guys out there that did some pretty good videos and write-ups, but like I say, I just cannot find the RDS plug up under the dash, and we have taken it completely apart. So instead of cutting into the factory harness, which no way do we want to do, we bought that kit, and that's right here. Okay, now you can see it a little bit better. So here is the aftermarket harness, and I went and cut all these wires in with the harness that came with the radio and soldered them and heat shrink, and then I taped them on top of it. The yellow for power right here will go with the block that came with the radio. And then you also have the ground right here. Now these two pink ones here are for the dinger bell. We hooked it up, but there was a lot of interference. I don't know if it was just the speaker wasn't that good, so we elected just to not have the bell hooked up right now. Now, you won't need the remote wire. Because we hooked into the factory harness, there's already a remote wire hooked up to turn the factory amplifier on. So we just taped that one off for now. And like I say, this red one here will be wired to this black one. We did have this wired to the red wire out of the harness, but as I said, when you hit the lock and unlock button, it actually turns the radio back on, so you do away with that. So that's that. We'll hook this back into these together. I'll finish wiring this. We also came down and ran the harness here. We zip tied it up all through here and then down, and then ran it all the way under here, and then the back. Boy ran it up through here. We come out here right with this other harness, came up back through here. Right there you can see it. And then we'll go back to the trunk. My light guy.
Hi.
So there's the radio. It's kind of in my opinion, it's kind of messed up how they do this. You have to relocate your stock radio into the trunk because of all the electronics that are running through the radio, your warning systems and everything else. But I think there's some expensive harnesses and stuff you can buy to maybe get away with this. I haven't done Impala before, so this should get him going. I'm going to go ahead and get the double din hooked up and get the CD player hooked up. This is Wild Bill. Thanks.